Okay, so yeah, so this is a producer one has logged in. The system is up. The only command which I missed out in the before was the migrate reset command. So that's
Mhm.
what I had to run over here. So after this,
Yeah.
you know, it kind of started working again. So yeah, not the, means there was a spelling mistake, but I kind of reran this command. If you go down, you'll see migrate dash dash reset somewhere you'll find. Yeah, so migrate dash dash reset, and this kind of resets every all the transactions in the network and start. But after that, things started working. At least this thing is working. So you see, I'm logged in as a product. So I can say I am selling iPhone XR, and the weight is 1 gram, plastic is 2 gram, and nickel is 3 grams, aluminum is 4 grams, copper is let's say 2 grams, whatever it is. So this data automatically be barcoded and entered into the system automatically, but we are doing it manually because that's how the system is designed right now. So and then I say the price is in ether. So I say it doesn't allow me 0.00 something. It will give an error. So I have to go with 1 ether minimum. And I say this is mobile and I'm having 10 products. So add a product. So it will go inside the blockchain network and try to create a transaction out of it, and that's confirmation transaction 14 confirmed. And now in so if I see the product stock, I'm seeing there are 9 10 phones over here, right? So I can in the same way add a TV also over here. So I can say add a product. So this time I will say it is a TV, and TV, the glass is let's say 100 grams, plastic is 200 grams, nickel is 300 grams, aluminium is 400 grams, copper is 200 grams, magnesium is 100 over here, and price is 10 ethers. So this is in ether, huh? Quantity whatever, quantity I will say 3, add product. So again there's a transaction, it goes in my blockchain network. So this is on my network also now once I confirm this. And now if I look at my product stock, I'm seeing I have phones and I have TVs also here, and this is how every producer will add product. And so now I will so if you look at in this login there was some written product, no? So the written product list, nothing is there over here, nothing has been written so far. So I go to home, and now let us assume I'm a retailer and I want to do some business with that producer. So I go into login. Okay, great, it's working, huh? So there is a producer one over here, and I want to buy mobile phone, and it says available stock 10 and iPhone XR. So I take I'll take 4 iPhones from him XR, and I'll buy the product. 4 ethers are gone. So you see the 4 ethers are there, and gas price and everything is added. Transaction successful. So it is gone in my blockchain, and I have 4 phones in my stock, and this is a product ID. This is same as IMEI code. Did I return anything? Nothing. So let us assume I returned so let me not actually, so I can return it over here, but let me just, anything else is there? No. So home, also let me log in as consumer this time and try to buy something from the retailer. So here it says customer, but somewhere in the code it also says consumer. So both of them are same. So retailer, I'll go to retailer one, and I will not. He will not have television in his stock because he doesn't has, he has mobile phone iPhone XR. So I will take one of them, and I will buy the product. This fellow gets recorded on my Ethereum network, this transaction. So blockchain is getting built. The same one, that one phone was come from producer, it is gone to retailer. retailer to consumer. So that blockchain is inside the Ethereum network right now. And I have a phone with the ID of 0. So return product, nothing is there, you can see. So now let's say I want to return the product. How can I do it from here? Okay, so consumer comes, I choose a retailer 1, and oh, this is buy product. How do I return it? Right. I think the this is product ID 0, no? So let us try to return product ID 0. So let us go to home and log in as a retailer now. So this part of the system, it is trying to assume that customer will come to the retailer. Login retailer. So if I try to return anything other than that is purchased, it will see 0 is not there, 0 ID. So I'll say I want to return 0, product ID 0. So now the retailer does not has this product. The consumer has to come and give the product back to the retailer, and then only and then it will work. And the percentage of price means if it is a new product, brand new, then I can say 100% money back, something like that. So I say 100% money back and I submit. So I return product ID something, and some charges were charged based on that. It got in the network. Successful. So once the transaction is successful, this product is returned. So now the retailer has got the product from the consumer. That part is assumed basically, because it allowed 0, right? It will not allow 1. I'm sure it will give an error. So let us try to return a product. Which product it doesn't has? It doesn't has number 5. So let us go with product ID 5 and 100% return. It'll say enter valid product ID. So that part of the code is fine. So now this fellow says return this product to producer. So he goes back again, it goes in my network, becomes part of the blockchain, and the product is returned to producer. Did it return to producer? Yeah. Home. Login as a producer. So the manufacturer has finally hopefully, the system is again honking off. Okay, the product is returned, I assume. So let us go to home and log in as a producer. Yeah, so great. So this fellow is come, product ID stock, list of unprocessed return product. So this is not recycled as yet. So this is where I think the recycler, he has to give it to the recycler. So let us log in as a recycler. I think that fellow will ultimately do the recycling. So which product we want to, okay, here now, oh no. How do we see return product list is that? It will not,
5, I guess.
no, it a product is 0. What was the weight? It doesn't allow me the wrong weights. That is my problem. Ideally this should have been automatic, but can I get the product ID 0 somehow? Does it log in as yeah, but I want to see this information. What is the record? Let me, okay, let me return another product maybe. Yeah, I do remember what was 0. The other IDs are there, no? So this fellow should, I created five phones actually, and 5 phones they have the same information. Oh, it doesn't give me the information, is it? The details is not giving me. Okay, let me just create another product which is speaker. Let me put everything one for the simplicity purpose so that I don't forget. One, 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 one. Everything is one. Price ether is one, and this is a speaker, and the product is one, and let's say add two actually. Add a product. So two speakers have gone in by the producer. So it's part of the blockchain network now, and I should be able to see two speakers. So it is there. Then I go in and home and I log in. So this time the retailer purchases the two speakers, and he goes to producer one. So this producer list will increase as many producers are logging in. So the retailer is taking two speakers from the producer and he buys it. It will cost me 2 ethers. So it says 2 ethers over here plus some gas money. So gas money is the as I told you, the charges by the Ethereum server. So once that transaction is done, so let us assume I'm returning right now. Retailer itself is returning at this moment. So he goes, what is ID? Speaker ID is number 13. So he says ID number 13 is returned 100%. So let's put 50% this time. Let's see what happens, and he submits it. And okay, it has to be returned by the consumer. So let us go to the consumer and purchase this. Login, customer, and he takes retailer one, and he buys a speaker, and he buys one speaker over here, and he buys a product. Once the speaker number 13 has been taken by this consumer, so now he comes back to the retailer and he returns it, which the retailer will try to return back to the producer. Okay, great. So sorry, he has to return it, right? So he goes over here, ID number 13 now we should be returnable. I put it 50% money, and we can return it for sure, and it goes. So even the return is been captured right now. Okay, so the return is this. I return it back to the producer and confirm. Right, now the producer logs in. He sees which are the list of unprocessed products, means it is not recycled. So these fellows are not recycled, so I'll try to recycle number 13. So because I'm not recycling number 0, definitely it will show some difference in the carbon dioxide emission. So number 13, what do I do? Okay, yeah, now basically we are assuming that this producer is giving it to the recycler. So we log in. As I told, it doesn't matter who returns back to the recycler. Anybody can go in and return it. It is all captured in the blockchain. So what happened? Yeah, this is reused weight. Yeah, so we want to take that number 13. Oh, this is not the exact weight. This is a reused weight. Means I'm taking that 1 gram and maybe I am taking 0.5 grams out of it or something, but it will not allow me decimals. So I'll take the full. I'll assume this is a brand new piece. and the full weight is back in the system. So that way I've saved actually creating that product, and thereby I've saved the carbon dioxide emission, this many grams. And I hope the weights are proper, and submit. Press OK to continue, and it's getting recorded here in the blockchain again. 0.6. This 0.6 can be the incentive, okay, the savings or whatever. So now that we have done this, we have to see if there is any product left to process. Ideally that speaker should go away, right? So you see the speaker is gone. It has gone back into the system, and
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I think the process that you are telling now, while making the presentation, we will be including how this works or in the presentation. So at that time only we can learn it. Now it's taking too much time. I think we should start.